I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you. Good luck. Taken is directed by Pierre Morel, written by Luc Besson, Robert Mark Kamen, starring Liam Neeson, Maggie Grace, Famke Janssen, Leyland Orser, John Grease, or something like that. And we all know the story is a retired CIA agent allows his daughter permission to Brian Mills allows his daughter permission to go with a friend to Paris. And while there, she gets taken by people. And he goes to Paris, goes across Europe, really, to find Paris, to find her. Now, here's the thing I hear about this movie. People love it back and forth. They just can't get enough of it. Oh my god, it's amazing. I just, really? I know it came out in January, and those are usually the dump months, but people just love the living shit out of this thing. And I never saw it for years. But I did see it a few weeks ago, and I have to say, it's not great. I don't love it at all. It's not like a masterpiece. It's like it's only one of the best action movies of the last 10 years ever. Some people are putting out to be, or it's one of the best 2000s maybe, but that gets pretty low on my list. And I think it's good, but Jesus Christ, not great. I think it's overdoing that. This movie is a lot of fun. It's a very fun action movie. Nothing more, nothing less. We all love it a lot. We all love it. Well, you already know my opinion on that. Sorry, I get angry sometimes. I sometimes lose my temper a bit. See, if you want me to say one thing about this, I think it's a good movie, okay? It's a fun time in the movies, it's nothing more, nothing less. It's a movie that's very simple, and that's one thing I like about it. It's a movie that knows what it is. It's very simple. It doesn't try to be anything more. It's just a father, heavily determined father, trying to get his daughter back from human traffickers and holy shit. It's pretty cool. Liam Neeson is undeniably the main that really was a turning point for him. Even though this guy did action before, such as Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, 1999, this was a major turning point for him, and he kept starring in multiple action movies after this. This is mainly his career. He didn't have much more. Though, I'm hopeful that, with Martin Scorsese's Silence coming soon, I'd like to see him do more dramatic stuff. He can do that. I love him in Schindler's List, which is one of my favorite movies. If there's anything... See, this thing is... He's pretty cool. He's pretty awesome. He can do a lot of great choreography. He does very good with the action scenes. He makes them a very lot of fun. But also, he adds much more than the script adds. The script is not very good. I mean, it's fine. But his thing is... The cast really elevate the script more. Because, it's just a simple premise, but they make the most of it. Liam Neeson's the best part of it, because he gives us a strong father figure, and he adds much more to it than any other actor probably would have. He was undeniably the perfect choice to play Brian Mills. He sells the role, he sells the action. He does a great job at it. I can't fault him for that. Maggie Grace, she's pretty old to play a 16-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old. But, she's fine. She's not in the movie too much, so she doesn't really leave an impact on you. Sometimes she acts sometimes a bit overexcited teenager, a bit almost like a stereotype. Same for her friend Amanda. I need a new camera. It's fine, though, for what it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. It's just not great, okay? I heard it got worse in these sequels, but I haven't seen those yet. Fucking focus. Anyways, The film is fun. There's some good action scenes. The cinematography's cool, fine. The choreography, whenever they're doing hand-to-hand combat, is good. The editing's good. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's just very fun. It's not one of the most entertaining movies I've seen. It's just really entertaining for what you can get out of it. There are some good action set pieces. There are some good ones, and Liam Neeson really sells the best of it. They make the best of it. They make the best of it no matter what. Liam Neeson really is truly sells it here. I can't really fault him for that. Nothing. Famke Janssen is fine in the movie for a while. She's not in the movie too much, obviously, but I think she was fine. Nothing that really stood out for me. The movie doesn't exactly have the most developed characters. It's not very developed in terms of the characters, like on the bad guy side. It's almost like a bit black and white in its own way. More like black and white for like the villains, and very gray for like the main protagonist really. There are some solid twists and turns along the way. They're nothing really exciting or anything. They're just fine. There's nothing really outstanding to me about this film as some people are saying it to be. It's just a lot of fun. There's nothing more amazing about it. It has a solid story. Liam Neeson's great. The action is very fun. There's nothing more I can fault it. Like, there's just not a lot to say, though, that makes it awesome. It's just, oh, it's good. Yeah. It's really just more the qualifications of a good film rather than like a great film or say like a perfect film. Not even close to that. That's ridiculous. I find that kind of a little ridiculous. But it never fails. It knows what it is and it embraces that. It gets a lot of entertainment value out of what it is. But I just really can't buy the fact that a lot of people love this film. I think it's a little overrated. I mean, in terms of not critics, that's not even close. It got 58% Rotten Tomatoes from critics, but 85% from users on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 7.9 out of 10 for IMDb users. Just people love this movie back and forth. I don't think it's great at all, but doesn't mean it's not good. Like I said many times before, it's a good movie. My only there's complaints I could say is that it's just very simple. The villains not exactly strong or stand out. They're nothing very kind of generic at times. Has some generic elements to it. There are some fun sequences. There are some great ones. There are some tense sequences. But overall, it's just very simple. There's nothing more to it. Now you could say John Wick had a bit of a simple premise, but it also had a lot of great world building, great characters, and there's also a lot more to it. There's actually this dramatic heft to it. And the action is great. It's some of the best action I've seen in years for John Wick. There's a good. It has its own story. It builds this world and sets up a franchise while still having its own story and concluding it. I'd love to see more of it. And I love the movie. It was just a lot of fun. The action scenes were great. There was this awesome nightclub scene. There are some good action set pieces here, but nothing really stood out to me except probably Liam Neeson. The villain is fine. The villains in John Wick were great. There were several, like Mikhail Nyqvist and that girl. Mikhail Nyqvist was great. I loved him. He was awesome. He also had a bit of a comedic sense to him. See, the thing is, they had a lot more stronger characters. See, now I think I'm comparing, taking the John Wick, which came out 6 years later. See, the thing is, the reason I'm comparing them is that they both have simple setups, simple premises. But there's a lot more given to John Wick than Taken. John Wick has a lot of potential for a franchise with this assassin underworld, and also all these variety of characters. It really has much more to offer. Taken doesn't really have that. It just feels like its own film, and really that's just it, one film. I don't see the point of a sequel, and I'm not excited for it after hearing such bad things about the action. And also knowing about how Taken 3 is getting panned by critics, and hopefully it will be the final one, hopefully not a fourth one, like many people are saying. But, yeah, I mean, a franchise, I don't see that. It's a lot of fun to movies, and it's just, it's a well-made action film. But it just has a simple story. A simple, thriller for a person. It's a simple thriller. Trying to get, a dad trying to get his daughter back. And having to deal with a lot of conflict along the way. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. I think Taken's a lot of fun, but overall, it's not amazing as some people are saying it is. I think it's good, okay? That's it. I'm gonna give Taken a 3.5 out of 5. I think it's a lot of fun, but it's nothing amazing as many people are putting it out to be. I just think it's a little ridiculous. Anyways, guys, comment below. What do you think of Taken? What do you think of the Taken franchise? What's your favorite Taken film? I think all of you say that. Oh yeah, it's taken. Forget the sequels, or something like that. Yeah, that's my opinion. Comment below. Subscribe to the channel for more videos.